Hey guys, this is SoulRag333 with another review, and here I have the Transformers Studio Series Age of Extinction Leader Class Optimus Prime. And I can already tell you this thing is not worth the price. If you already have the previous Voyager Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, there's kind of no need to get this. Now, if you missed out on the previous version, then okay, get this. The figure itself is not bad. It's just, damn, these figures are not worth the price. And, you know, I was kind of lucky that I got it about at least $10 off, and that was just a happy accident. I bought the movie, the 86 movie Brawn and Ratchet 2-pack. And I bought it on clearance for 17 bucks, but when I brought it home, I don't know, I was looking at the packaging, the box, and I brought the two original figures that I have, the undamaged one, and I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. And even though I bought it on clearance, I was like, I'm just gonna return it. So I went back and returned it, but at a different Target. I bought it on my way home from work, and then the next day I figured, you know, I'll just return it to the Target closest to me. But I didn't have my receipt. I lost it, you know, very quickly, I guess, and got store credit, but at that Target it was on clearance for $29.99. So yay, happy accident. Now, I don't recommend you do that. If you don't have a receipt, they'll scan your driver's license. It's been a while since I've returned anything without a receipt. But hey, it kind of... and I used a gift card to get this thing, so I didn't actually pay 54 bucks. I paid, I don't know, 40 something bucks, technically. But it's still too much. I don't know. Here he is, his alt mode. Here are his weapons right there. And it looks nice, rolls very nice. See, that don't look too bad. And here is the previous Voyager figure, and it's the same size. The alt modes are exactly the same size. Like maybe this is like a millimeter shorter in length, but yeah. Now, it wasn't until I brought this thing out that I realized that this is definitely missing some paint apps. Here, the base of the truck mode is blue, and so is this. That is not. So, yeah. And looks like this should be chrome, this should be silver, and that should be silver. So, yeah. And I think the truck mode in this figure looks a lot cleaner than that. Now, probably has to do with this being more of a shell former. But the truck mode is cleaner. I think this does look a little bit better, and I think this looks better, but this ain't bad. And I don't know, there's things that this does better, but then there's things that this does better. But then the things that both do wrong kind of balance each other out. So it's like, I don't know, in ways this is better than this. They also find ways to make it not that much better, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a little bit. So to transform him, just unpeg these. Then unpeg these. These kind of, they don't just flip, but you kind of have to hinge them inward. Right there. Then you can separate. Bring these in. And now this pegs together again. Can unfold the feet and heels. Now this seems to pop off very easy. It's just a friction joint, so I'm debating whether or not I should just drill a hole and add a pin in there. Then, now, when transforming them back into truck mode, you want to make sure everything inside pegs in together, because this would not peg in until I started all over, and finally this pegged in nicely. So you want to make sure all of these inner pieces are pegged in very good. Separate this, and look at that, separated that too, didn't mean to. Fold these back. There you go. It's like a weird hinge. Do this. This little blue peg goes through the smokestacks right there. There you go. And rotate at the thighs, rotate the feet. Then unpeg these pieces here, rotate outwards, unpeg the arms, unfold, this folds inward, pegs there. Then unpeg the wheels from these, get this out of the way, fold this in, bring out the doors. This kind of unpegs too. You can separate these. Bring this down. The chest. Bring this forward. Then you start bringing these pieces together. This collapses into the body, pegs in. This wraps around. Bring these down. Then these okay. Yeah, this pegs into the chest, and you want to bring the back so that everything kind of pegs together. Rotate the waist. And the back piece, just rotate, fold onto his back, and these two pieces peg into these gaps here. There. And here he is in his robot mode, looking pretty good. Definitely customize this and paint him up. Yeah, since I'm gonna paint him up, I'm not too concerned with the plain looking grays. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like that. There's a lot of things I don't like about this figure. The back kibble actually doesn't bother me because the original one has back kibble. I think his head is small. So there's what I do like. I think the chest looks good, the arms look good, wrist articulation, you know, ankle tilts, that sort of thing. You know, but and then fake smokestacks. I mean, you have them here and here. So there he is. And here are his weapons, his sword, and shield. Now, if you want to store all of this, you can put it on his back, but then you have to flip that panel. You know, and you can have that look going, which is okay, but then now that adds to the kibble. And then I don't like this. Yeah. The one time it would have been okay to put a little peg hole right there. But and then what do you do with this? So I guess I'll just leave it like that, or do that. This separates, so you can do this, and this can peg there. Now, if you're going to charge $54.99, put two of these in there. Yes, he only uses one in the movie, but can you at least include a second one? And then, oh no, I guess I'll leave that there. And you don't include a blaster? This is stupid. But there he is in his alt mode with his, in his robot mode with his weapons. Looking pretty cool. Again, if you don't have the Voyager figure, this works. And here he is with the previous Age of Extinction Voyager figure. And yeah, the Voyager is bigger than the leader class. And I gave him two guns. I think that came from the Combiner Wars, Optimus Prime. So, in terms of robot mode, I don't know. It comes down to personal preference. I think once I paint him up, I'll have a better idea. I think this one is more imposing. This one has more modern articulation. Both have kibbles in different places, and I like none of them. So in terms of kibble, I mean, it's just, both legs suck. I think from the front, this looks better. this, you can see hinges, so that looks ugly. Then when you go from the side, both look ugly. Somehow, I don't know, somehow wheels look better at the base than this. I think this will look better when I'm done painting it too, but I don't know. I want to like this, but this looks just as bad as that. You know, it looks like the calf just kind of goes into his feet, and then he has these ugly heels. This just looks hollow, but at least has detail, you know. And then back kibble. At least this is more flat. This one, like his upper back, I don't know. It's all kibble. Which one do you think, you know, places the kibble nicely? You can remove this piece, so if you consider that a win, okay. I'm not going to be parts forming my Optimus, so I don't care about that. The gimmick itself, the kibble themselves don't bother me. It's just they just shifted them around, that's all. But yeah, he's definitely a lot smaller. And I'll show him with this guy. So he's smaller than that too. And then this one. They're about the same height. I want to see him next to this figure, which I haven't painted because I'm just hoping someone does an upgrade set for these stupid feet so that it looks good in alt mode. And I think I'll wait for upgrade sets, you know, so I'm not going to paint either of these until upgrade sets are made. Now I think they look cool together. I think if they were to redo the Michael Bay series, Transformers 1, I like this Megatron better than the first movie Megatron. Yeah. And then let's see that. Yeah, that's cool. And then another thing, the box is huge. There is no need for a box that huge for a figure this size. I think they're really trying to make it look like it's a leader class figure when it really isn't. But yeah, if you have the Voyager figure, no need for this, but if you missed out, get it. Maybe get it on sale or on clearance before the tariffs hit this. Anyway, there he is. Thanks for watching.